Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. It is November. So anyway, hope all you guys had a pretty good Halloween last night, and a pretty good night for NBA as well. As you guys know, a lot of games today. Should be a pretty good night here. We got Wednesday. We got 12 of them here for the main slate. So as you know, last night we only had 4 games. A little interesting. Some of the most of my main guys went off, and then some of my cheap guys didn't really do anything. But still did win. Came through with a win. Scored a 286.1, won 600 on this one here. Anyway, we will get into it here. So I got Jackson here, got me a 37.9, a very, not very good night, but still not too bad. He's only around 20% owned. So I will definitely take that. Mike James got you a 46-1. I told you I like Ulyss over James, but looked into it a little more, and I like James. And I was sorry for good reason. I scored a 46-1. Devin Booker, solid 42. Russell, solid 45. And then Giannis, not too bad with the 41. Obviously, we're expecting 60 from him, but just wasn't his night. So I just hit really good on all these guys. And then it spiraled down. Jackson, I thought he would give me at least 22 in this one. Only got me 15-7. Randolph, you sucked. Had 2 fouls in the first quarter, 15 points. Booker, 8 points, and then Drummond 33. So top of the lineup started pretty good, and then my value guys that I just did not do anything. So could have been a lot better. Could have easily scored like a 310 if these guys would got a couple 6 or 7 extra points there. And then Drummond sucked as well, only had a 33. So overall, it was an all right night. Scores weren't too high out there. So if you had like a 280 plus, probably in most tournaments, you would have won some money. So, but I'll take it. $600. Win's a win. I'll definitely take that for sure. As normal, guys, you guys are interested in premium lineups, let us know. Like I said, we won once again. Premium lineups is only $40 for the month for NBA. You get 3 to 4 lineups per day for the main slate. There will be no lineups for Thursday, which is going to be tomorrow. Probably won't do a podcast either. There's only 2 games, so there's nothing you can really do about it. But Wednesday, there will be lineups, and it should be a good one. So Thursday, no video because there's, like I said, only 2 games, so nothing to really go over there. So like I said, 40 per the month, 3 to 4 lineups per day, $350 for the entire season. If you do buy that, the NBA package for $350, you automatically get the rest of NFL completely free with the playoffs. So let us know. We will have our email and our Twitter in the comment section. All you have to do as normal is hit us up on there. Like I said, we'll have that in the comment section, and would love to have you guys. Wednesday is looking pretty good. We got 12 games here today. Definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, hopefully you guys will join us. So let's dive into it, shall we? First game we got is Indiana-Cleveland. We got a 217 in Cleveland by 10.5, which I do not agree with, man. I mean, how can they – I don't know. How can they put them at a 10.5 favorite when Brooklyn just beat them? I don't know. Cleveland's 3-4, as you see there. They've lost 3 in a row. Indiana, they did okay last night. I don't know. I just don't. I feel like it should be a little bit closer. Who knows? Cleveland's defense is just terrible right now. It's bad. Even LeBron said it's pathetic. So I don't know. I don't really agree with that 10 spread, to be honest with you, and I don't think you guys should believe it either. If you're betting on this game, maybe pick Indiana. I don't know. Anyway, Carlson sucked bad last night. He just terrible. I told you guys I liked him, and I fell off him for good reason. But, man, 8 points? Like, what the heck, man? I think he'll rebound here to get you around 24, 25, maybe 30. We'll see. D. Rose looks like he's going to play shooting guard. I don't mind Victor Oladipo. Don't mind maybe Dwayne Wade get you about 22, 23 off the bench. Small forward. I don't mind LeBron, but as I keep telling you, he's not really producing like I need him to. But I think this should be a half-decent one here. And I don't think LeBron will be too popular on a 12-game slate like this, especially with his recent struggles. fantasy-wise, they did drop his price down, which I'm glad they did that. But, who knows? Maybe he gets you 50, 55. I don't think his ownership, as I said, will be high at all tonight. Maybe 15% at max. So maybe in a GPP, don't mind LeBron. You got Young. I don't like targeting those guys. Maybe Sabonis. He's been looking half decent. I don't mind Kevin Love. So maybe Sabonis, maybe Love. LeBron James. It's weird to say this, but in a GPP, just because he's been sluggish here recently. But as I said, they dropped his price a little bit. Big slate. Don't think many people are going to be on him just because of how sluggish he's been. So who knows? He might rebound, get you 50. I could see it. And then don't mind all the depot. They're going to need him here for sure. So this isn't my best game to target. I guess James, maybe Love, and maybe all the depot, but not really too into this one. And then maybe some bonus as well. So that's an interesting one. Maybe one from that one in the GPP, maybe two, but not the game that I'm really targeting here tonight. All right, moving on. We got Phoenix and Washington, 225 total in Washington by 12.5. So this should be, I think this could be a blowout here. I really do. Phoenix played pretty hard last night, coming on a back-to-back traveling to Washington here, which isn't too far from where they were. So not too far of a travel. We got Wall. I don't mind him. My big concern is like it was with Sacramento. Really easy matchup, and they just blow him out, and they're not going to need him. So maybe Mike James, I don't mind him. I think he'll be very popular. But what they could do is, like I said, they could be getting blown out pretty good, so they might use Tyler Ulis a lot more there in the third and fourth quarter. Beal, I don't mind him. He's only 7,200. I think he can easily hit his 5 times. Maybe Booker. Warren's been looking half decent. Maybe Josh Jackson again. I picked him last night. I told you he sucked, but he might get a couple more minutes if they get blown out here. It sucks that this should be a lopsided game because I love Washington. I love picking these guys. I mean, they're all in play for me, but like I said, it's just should be a blowout, so I don't know how long they're going to play. One guy I don't mind, though, is Alex Len. I told you he was an interesting option last night, and he didn't do too bad. He didn't do too bad at all. Got you a 23, which, look, 4,300, I'll take it. I had 15 rebounds. He didn't have any blocks or anything, so that kind of sucked. But, he could get you another 24, 25 tonight. So, yeah, this is another one of those games. Like I said, it looks good. It's a 200 and what did I say? It was a 225 total in Washington by 12. So I think you could probably pick Beal here. I think he could easily get your 30, 35 back. Wall, I don't think he'll hit 5 times tonight, but I think Beal definitely can do it. Otto Porter, how much is he? 73. I think he could hit his 5 times for sure. So maybe Porter, maybe some Beal there. Might get you, like I said, 35 each. Maybe some Lynn a little bit there. But it should be a blowout, so I don't know how many guys I want from this one. But like I said, Beal and Otto Porter should hit their 5 times, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, moving on. We got Milwaukee and Charlotte, a 204 total, and Charlotte only by 3. So these guys didn't play that long ago, and I told you their total was really low last time. It was about the same total, and it was a very good game. So like I said, I'm fine that total's low. Doesn't bother me any. It will scare a couple people away from it because it's such a low total, but I like it. I really do. Like I said, they didn't play too long ago. Milwaukee here. Walker didn't do anything with a 26-4. He struggled there against Brogdon quite a bit. Let me go see. I think Giannis did pretty good in this game. He's still at 12-6. I think he'll rebound here tonight. I really do. How did he do against Portland, Chicago? Charlotte. He had 60.8. So that 41, it might hurt his ownership. I don't, maybe 2-3%, but still, I put him in there for sure. Frank the Tank looks like he's playing again. You know how I feel about him. I like him. I really do. He only had 19 on his return, but I'm not too worried about it. I think get you around 25, 26 once again. Had 25 last time he played Milwaukee. Pretty big minutes. Minutes weren't too high against Memphis, but I think he'll get back up to about 26, 27 minutes tonight. And just probably about a fantasy point per minute right there. So, yeah, don't mind him. Once again, don't mind some Dwight Howard. He's been doing pretty good. I think he's slowing down a little bit. Yeah, had a bad one there against Memphis. That's against Marc Gasol. What do you expect? Last time against Milwaukee, had 22 rebounds. So another guy, I don't think he'll be very popular tonight. I don't think he's going to get those big numbers. I think he can get you around 33 tonight. I don't mind him in a GPP. Not the huge upside. I don't think he's going to get that 40-plus again. Cody Zeller with a 21-4 in 3 games. I'm just trying to find some cheap options that you can punt with. 28-6 and only 18 minutes. This doesn't look good, but I don't like counting on 18 minutes. So in this one, I'm looking at Howard. Maybe not my favorite option, but he won't be well owned. He can get you around 30, 35. Don't mind Frank the Tank. Don't mind Giannis. Middleton and Lamb. Don't mind those two. I really don't. And then maybe Brogdon. I don't really like picking him. So it looks like Howard, a little bit of Frank and Giannis is who I am probably going after in that one. And you can consider looking at Middleton and Lamb, but I think they will hit just under 5 times or right at 5 times value. I don't think they will really exceed it too much. All right. Moving on, we got Atlanta and Philly. 210 total in Atlanta by 8.5. Wow. A game that Atlanta is going to win by 8.5. Sorry, Philly is. You just don't see that. It's crazy. They are changing. They're changing. They're looking pretty good. So I hope Atlanta can keep in this one. I mean, I like this game. I mean, I like playing with Philly players, but they're playing Houston pretty good whenever they play them. So I think they could beat Atlanta. I think Dennis Schroeder said he was going to play. Let me go look to make sure. He is probable. So if he's looking fine, maybe put him in there. He has an ankle injury, which is a little concerning. Obviously, he has to play on that quite a bit. $5,000. T.J. McConnell, I like him. His price still isn't high. I'd put him in there once again. I really like the guy. Been doing pretty good, averaging around 20, 27, 28 minutes, and looking pretty good. $5,000. Put him in there. I like him. He'll be popular here tonight. Bazemore, don't mind him, especially if Bellinelli is out. If Redick is out again, Dario Saric, I think he's still cheap. 3,800, yeah, shoot, put him in there if he starts again. Don't need much from the guy, only about 23, 24, but I'll take it. Helps you get in some of these big guys that are coming up. Simmons, look, put him in there. Really don't mind him. Urson is out. John Collins. Let me see. I like Collins here. I don't mind him. Might get you 25 or 26. Not huge upside. But Simmons, maybe some Dario Saric. I love Joel Embiid. I like him. And then maybe some Tarian Prince. But so, yeah, also don't mind Bazemore. Watch out for that guy. So, yeah, this is another interesting game. Embiid, I think for sure. Simmons, if you can afford him, look, we know what he can do. He's an obvious option. Saric, I like him if he's in the starting rotation again. Covington, don't mind him, but I don't really like picking him. Terrence Prince, one of those guys that I keep saying get you around 25, 26. Bazemore, I think he could be half decent in this one. And then I don't mind Schroeder, another guy I don't think will be popular just because of an ankle injury. Maybe another GPP option. And then for sure, Mr. TJ McConnell. So it's an 8 spread, a little interesting, but still don't mind a couple Philly guys there at all. And it should be a good one there. All right, moving on. We got Boston and I guess Sacramento. I guess they're still an NBA team. I don't know. Sacramento sucks. They're just pathetic. They're just getting blown out. This is bad. Anyway, we got a 196 total in Boston by 13. Oh, man. That's bad. That's just terrible. Maybe Fox. He's still only $5,300, I guess. He looked pretty good last time out. I had 32-3. He's one of those up and down players. Doesn't get crazy minutes. So maybe put him in there. Maybe Rozier gets a couple extra minutes in there. Maybe Scalabissiere. I don't really see much going on in this game. Costa Kufis, he's been playing a couple extra minutes. How he's been doing here. I don't know how his stats have been. They've been okay, I guess. Maybe he gets extra minutes. But I don't care for this game. As I just showed you, you just saw the total 196 and Boston by 13. So it's going to be like a 95 to like 80 game maybe, or they may not even score 80. So it's just don't go there. I don't like it. All right, moving on to Chicago and Miami. No total on this one because of the Hassan Whiteside news. Don't know if he's going to play yet. Let's go look at him. Game time decision. Only played one game this year. Excited to see him back out there. It's considered questionable. We should find out. I think we should. We may find out. That is a little bit 30 minutes later. So Robin Lopez, yeah, I mean, shoot, maybe put him in there in a GPP if Whiteside is out again. Maybe get you 25, 26, nothing too much more than that. Might just hit 5 times. Market in might be half decent. And then as normal, Johnson, maybe some Kelly Olynyk. Those guys are self-explanatory. Deion Waiters, I think he looked pretty good. Let me go look. I think he looked very good last game. Yeah, he scored a 49. So I don't mind putting him in there again. I'm not really scared of Holiday's defense. So 6,300, I think, can get you around 30 to 33. Why not put him in there? Dragic looks like he's going to play. But if he didn't play, maybe Tyler Johnson. But I really think it helps out Waiters the most. But it looks like Dragic, he should play. Deion Waiters. James Johnson, maybe Kelly Olynyk is kind of who I am looking at in this one. This should probably be like a 208 total. Maybe might be a little bit lower, maybe a 203, 204 in Miami by like 10 or 12 should be just a complete annihilation here. So another one of those lopsided games there. All right, moving on. Good game, finally. Minnesota and New Orleans. We got a 224 total here in New Orleans, only by 2. I kind of disagree. I don't think Minnesota can stay with them there in that fourth quarter. I really don't. Maybe, who knows? I mean, New Orleans is looking good. They really are. I mean, when you got Boogie and Davis, I think in this one I'd rather have Anthony Davis in this one. In 98, I think he can easily get you 50. I think he can hit about 5.3 times value in this one. But, yeah, I'm looking at Davis for sure. Butler might be a half decent sneaky option here. Wiggins is only 6,300. Holiday and Jeff Teague, those guys are just, pretty good options. So Holiday, Teague here. Probably take Teague over Holiday. Wiggins, I know he hasn't been doing anything too crazy, but I'm not too afraid of Etuan Moore. And if it's going to be a high-scoring game, he's going to have to score some points here. Playing huge minutes, hopefully get a shot going. I think get you around 33, 34 at relatively low ownership. So, and Cousins and Towns, like I said, if you want to put them in there, look, they're not bad options. But I think out of those 3, I really like Davis, maybe Jimmy Butler, maybe Wiggins. I mean, I know they're not doing too crazy this year, but look, that's a 224 total and only a spread of 2. So, they're expecting them to pick up their games in this one here. And then, as I said, you got a Holiday and Teague. So, I love this game. You should target it. Like I said, I don't think Wiggins or Butler should be too popular just because they haven't been doing anything too crazy. But as I mentioned, that's a 224 total and a 2 spread. So, Vegas is expecting one of those guys to do something here. Towns can't do it all by himself. So, watch out for that one. All right, another good one. Surprisingly, New York. They're not projected to get blown out here. We got a Houston, New York matchup, 213 total, and Houston by 5.5. All right, let's see here. I think they're New York's like that just because they had a good game against Cleveland. Jack, as normal, if he starts again, really good to get you about 6 times value. Put him in there. As normal, Harden, Eric Gordon, another guy that'd probably be in my lineup. He's an interesting fellow. Is Tim Hardaway. Price is going up though. That's interesting. Last couple games, they've been looking good for him. He got a 55 and then a 29. I think he's going to average around 28 to 30 points this year. He didn't do anything really in that first half against Denver, but then rebound pretty good. So, yeah, I don't mind Hardaway. He'll probably be in my lineup for sure. I like this one, fast-paced game. They're going to have to shoot some threes for sure. Another interesting guy I don't mind is Courtney Lee. I I think I brought him up the other day. Let me see how he did against Denver. Did he do anything? 21-4. He didn't do anything too crazy, but expect around 23, 24 from this guy. Plays, once again, relatively good minutes. But Harden, Gordon, and Tim Hardaway is probably who I'm looking at there. Don't mind Ariza. He's $5,000. Another one of those guys. I don't think he'll be well owned. But, he's one of those guys that can get you around 24, 25 points. Playing big minutes. His shot's still not back yet, but I think he can get you around 25 points tonight for only $5,000. Power forward, Porzingis. Look at Porzingis. Put him in there. Anderson can get you 25 tonight. Capella, I love this dude tonight. I really do. Canner, he's been looking half decent as well. A lot of people don't really pick this guy, but he's been looking good. He really has. That's solid. 38, 25, 35, and 26. Not too bad for 5,800. His minutes are a little concerning. 22, 16, 32, 23. Some of those could be because of foul troubles, but they also have a lot of bigs that they have to rotate in there. So I think Capella, he's still a good option. Porzingis, Anderson could have a half decent sneaky game. Ariza maybe 23, 24. Harden, Gordon, Hardaway, and then maybe some Jack. So another should be a pretty good game there. There is a blowout concern that could happen. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, moving on. Oh, man, Orlando and Memphis. I say it every day. You know how I am about Memphis, man. Okay, so we got some injuries here and big ones. We got Conley, Payton, and Gasol. So Gasol and Conley are still game time decision. We don't have anything about them, and I'm not expecting anything maybe. I don't know. I didn't really look at Payton. Let's see what he's expecting. Increase his running intensity. Okay, he might be out one more game. But if Conley's out for some reason, I don't mind Augustine. This makes this an interesting game. I still expect a really low total, especially if Conley and Gasol are out. But Mario Chalmers, he gets a boost. Tyreek Evans, he's been looking good. Another interesting GPP play. And with Conley out, that helps him out as well. He's a point guard, shooting guard, and a small forward. Look, he's been playing pretty good ball. Not many people are looking at him. 28, 30, and 35. Keep an eye out for him. I like him here. Small forward. I don't mind Simmons. Maybe Fournier. I'd probably go Simmons here. If Conley and Gasol are out, maybe Parsons or Brooks, one of those guys maybe have to play a little bit of extra minutes. Gordon, if Gasol's out, might be half decent, but I don't know. It's another one of those question mark games. So as of now, Mario Chalmers, don't mind if Conley's out. I love Evans, even if those guys do play, and then maybe some Simmons is what I'm looking at in this one. So, don't really like that game too much. Maybe one from that one in a GPP. All right, moving on. Good one here. Toronto and Denver, 213, and Denver only by 1.5. Should be, like I said, a good matchup here. All right, Denver is finally home. They were on the East Coast, I think, for a while. Had a day off yesterday, so hopefully they're looking good. They looked a little tired there in that last game. The last two games, they've had to come back by at least 10 points, so they might be a little exhausted, but like I said, they did have a game off yesterday. All right, Lowry, don't mind the guy. If you've been watching my videos, he's been playing pretty good against West Coast teams. And Denver, not really on the West Coast. There's kind of a mountain, but still I consider them a West Coast kind of matchup. Fast pace is kind of what I'm getting at. But, ever since he's been playing West Coast teams, looking good. I don't mind him here again. Put him in there. He's still only 7,500. Very respectable shooting guard. DeRozan, don't mind him. Harris, he's going to take kind of a hit here. As I keep saying, DeRozan, one of the best shooting guard defensive players in the entire league. So that hurts Harris. Maybe Barton does half decent off the bench. Chandler kind of pissed me off last time out. I went to him on back-to-back nights, and I guess that was kind of my mistake. But he had 0.2 points in the first half. he was just sucking really bad. But he rebounded a little bit, got me 19, but that's definitely not what I was looking for. Um, he might get you 23, 24 in this one. Power forward, don't mind Millsap again. If Ibaka's out, that definitely don't. That helps a little bit. Did Siakam start with Ibaka being out? I don't. I think he did. He looked half decent. I saw some highlights with Siakam in there. He did. I think he got about 28. He got 22. Yeah, he's not looking too bad, Siakam. So if Ibaka's out again, 4,400 shoot, why not put him in there? I don't mind him. Not too afraid of Millsap's defense. And then you got Jokic once again. Don't mind him. If Valanciunas, let's go look at him. If he's out, Nagira, don't mind him. He's been looking pretty good. Went through practice and Skitter probable. Okay, well, it looks like he's probably going to play. So, yeah, don't mind Jokic. Maybe, who knows, Valanciunas might get you 27, 28. Don't mind Millsap. Don't mind Siakam. Like I said, this should be a good one. Maybe Chandler if you just want to punt, but not my favorite option. Lowry and DeRozan. Watch out maybe for Jamal Murray or Moutier, one of those two. So, yeah, mostly just stick to the stars, stick to the guys that you know in this one. All right, we've got two left. We got Portland and Utah, 195 in Utah by 4. So I think this could be a little bit more a fast-paced game than what they're looking at, maybe like a 204 total. I don't mind Lillard, 93. I don't think he'll get his value. But Ruby on the flip side, I think gets you around 35, 36 at like 7% ownership. Don't really like McCollum here. Maybe Hood. Mitchell could be an interesting GPP option in this game. We'll see. Eagles, not really into him. Alfredo Aminu, maybe not really into favors here. And then don't mind some Rudy, the Eiffel Tower. So, yeah, maybe Rudy Gobert and Rubio in this one. Maybe Lillard, but I don't know if he can hit his 93 back. He might be able to. He does half decent against Utah in his career, so we'll see. That's an interesting one. If you do pick Lillard, I don't think he'll be very popular. So, yeah, maybe Rubio and Rudy in this one is what I'm really looking at. Nothing really else that interests me. All right, another one kind of like that one, just kind of like that Orlando-Memphis game. We got a really good defense against a very bad offense. 204 total, and the Clippers my 9.5. So this should just be a straight annihilation, like 115 to like 80 kind of game. Dallas, they're done. They're going to be in rebuild here for a couple of years. Don't like Smith against Beverly. That's self-explanatory. Don't mind maybe Beverly here for 24, 25. Matthews might be half decent. Barnes maybe 24, 25. Griffin, I think, can get you at least 40, but that's not really what you're looking for at 9,100. And I guess Jordan. So I'm not really into this game, to be completely honest with you. So there's about 5 or 6 games you're going to want to avoid, but then looks like the rest of them should be half decent. So anyway, let's try and get you guys a lineup. If not, try and get it as close as possible for you guys. And as normal, if you guys do want the premium lineups, let us know. We will have those available for you. All right. Let's go look at it here. Let's see who we got. Any of these guys that are must-haves. Put in Lowry. Told you I like him. I'm going to go put in Jack. Oh, wait, never mind. Shoot. My bad. Let's go put in McConnell. Shooting guard. I like Harden quite a bit. I'll put in Evans. Don't think his ownership will be too high. I got to get AD in there. Oh, he's expensive. Drops you down to 6. All right, what's up with Ibaka here? He's considered probable as well. Alrighty then. Well, Raptors, you aren't really helping out GPP. I guess I don't think we really have money for him. Shooting guard. Well, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So that's going to be interesting. Another one of those nights where you're going to have maybe one or two stars. And then most of the other guys are just going to be around the 6,000, 5 to 6,000 range. So, recap here, point guard. I'm not really interested in any of those guys at all there. Like I said, maybe Schroeder, an interesting option. Don't mind Rubio. I guess another guy I kind of forgot to put in there. Do I have I have a little bit for him. Is Dario Saric, and that helps you out a little bit. That gets you around 6,500. You don't have to have Hardaway and Evans combo, but just put them in there. Shooting guard, we got Harden. Don't mind him. Point guard, if you don't want to go Lowry, maybe you can punt there and go Jack and McConnell, and that helps you out a little bit as well. Shooting guard, look, Harden, a good option as normal. Don't mind DeRozan. Beal could hit about 5 times tonight. Eric Gordon, don't mind him. Waiters, an interesting option. Bazemore, interesting. I really don't mind Evans, as I told you guys. And that's really it from that one. Maybe Terry Rozier might get extra couple minutes. All right, small forward. I didn't feel anything. Look, Giannis, 12-6. I can't get him in this lineup. I really don't mind James, guys. Even the models, they like him. He's the number not number one, but I think he's number one. Maybe number two overall rating. They really like him. Thinking the same thing that I am here. He should have a pretty good game. All right, they're not going to show it. But all right. So, yeah, watch out for James. Like I said, I like him. I really do. All right, who else we got here? Maybe Simmons. Maybe Josh Jackson just to punt that position. Power forward, really don't mind some Davis for sure. Porzingis, don't mind him. Simmons, don't mind him. As your elite options. Mid-range, James Johnson, maybe Paul Millsap. Frank the Tank, don't mind him. Anderson could get you around 28 to 30 with low ownership. And I think that is mostly it from there. And then obviously Dario Saric, if he starts once again. And last but not least, we got maybe Cousins, maybe some Towns. Don't mind Jokic at all. Joel Embiid, I really like the dude. Capella, not bad. Maybe some Alex Lynn, as I mentioned, maybe 24, 25 points. But that is really it. So if you target the right games tonight, you should be fine. There might be a couple traps. Don't fall into those traps. Watch out for your totals on those games. That is a big must in this sport. Is you got to pay attention to those changes on the spread. And the spreads and the totals change throughout the day, so you got to make sure to keep up on that. So as normal, hope all you guys had a good night for Halloween. Hope you guys won some money. As I said, we scored 286 last night, won $600 for our premium. So once again, not too bad of a night for us. If you guys are interested in premium, let us know. We have our package is $350 for the entire 4 lineups per day for the main slate, and $40 for the month if you're interested in that. And then NFL, it's still going strong. Like I said, 4 straight weeks of winning. I scored a 144 for the main slate on Sunday, which won about 700-800, and the monster. That's $30 per month and only $90 for the rest of the season. So we will have our Twitter and our email as normal in the comment section. Hit us up on either one of those to say, hey guys, want to sign up? We'll get you taken care of. So love to have you guys. Should be a pretty good night. Like I said, there's a couple games that you just want to avoid, but for the most part, it should be good. Also, a couple injuries to keep up on, but should be an overall pretty good night. All right, that's it. We will see you guys all on probably Friday. Like I said, probably no video for Thursday since there is only 2 games. So we will see you for the Friday slate.